transmission from Kid G. One moment.
Hey, it's your old goblin pal, Kid G. You didn't forget about me, did you? Sorry for the wait. The next trial is ready and waiting for challengers. If you're still interested in collecting all those treasure pieces, then head on over to the third reactor. Hope to see you again soon.
Another trial and our treasure await.
Okay. So we've got a new... Bingo. Yeah, we've got a new, we were waiting for that. Damn it. I'm still bummed about the Aerith date. Yeah, once I kind of get everything beat, or the main game beaten, I'm gonna go ahead and... Bro, there's our buggy. Holy hell. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, like, look up some guides to see if there's, like, faster ways to kind of get all the date scenes without playing through... Let's see, how many times would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times! Without playing through 5 times to get, each date scene. So, I don't know, I have a couple of hard saves. Maybe I could use that to my advantage. Because, I mean, I do want to see them. And, you know, I'd like to do it for the recording. Do, like, an episode where it's just like, here's all the date scenes and whatnot. So, I think that'd be pretty cool. So, we've got... let's...
Greetings, sir. Do you wish to depart the Gold Saucer?
Kinda. But, I mean, no.
Safe travels.
Let's go to the Tiny Bronco, and I imagine that we're gonna be... Bro, this is pretty cool. Hey, there's the Sand Giant. Alright, where's Tiny Bronco at? Is it still over there in, the Costa del Sol port? It sure is. So let's fast travel over to Costa del Sol. We're gonna go to the Tiny Bronco, and I imagine this is where we're gonna get the notification that says, hey, once you go, there ain't no coming back. So... I want to make sure this is that point. And then I'm going to go through and beat everything. So we're going to start with getting current on Queen's Blood.
There you are.
I need that radio.
Thing's practically an antique.
Even better.
Hearts out, Duke's up.
Okay, give me a read back.
7-205-246.
Confirmed. Those are the correct coordinates. See you up north.
Roger.
All units have been apprised of the temple's location.
Good.
So, I did some digging. This Keystone curse stuff, it sounds like it might be the real deal. Everyone who's ever used it has ended up dead.
Close. To be precise, those who enter the temple are never seen again. Vanished doesn't mean dead.
And that's better how? Either way, the president's sending us to our deaths. Isn't that messed up?
He'll be on site.
I'm sorry. What?
And you're surprised why?
Hey!
I don't know. Maybe because it's a terrible idea? Although, that's kinda on brand for him.
Wheels up. We'll arrive first and roll out the welcome mat.
Understood.
Bro, Reno's back.
Got him. They're headed for the northern continent.
North, huh? Tricky.
Can you get there?
Can I get there? Only with one arm tied behind my back. Girl might be missing her wings, but long as you got me, it'll be smooth sailing.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough.
What can I say? Life is full of ups and downs. Ha!
They've mobilized the Turks and the military. Hope you're ready for a fight.
Okay, so, holy shit, how much further north could we go? How do we get there? How do we do this? Hold on, let's zoom out a little bit more again. Okay, I mean, it looks like from right here we could just, yeah, because the sea separates here, so we could make our way north. Head for the Meridian Ocean.
This is your captain speaking. Outside your windows, you'll see open waters. Be advised there may be sudden ocean swells. How was that? This thing's practically a paddle boat. So you can swallow us whole on a whim. So sticking to the shallow.
Where am I? Okay, I want to go... No, I do want to go this way. Okay, cool. Obtained a piece of pirate jetsam. What the hell is pirate jetsam? Yo, homie. It got stormy out here, bro. Okay, except we've got the Meridian Ocean. Is the Meridian Ocean our next, like, zone? Another piece of pirate jetsam. This is something. Something's going on here. Alright, now we're just gonna keep making our way north, I guess. Northern continent. So, if we're gonna head up to the northern continent... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. That's not right. That's not right. That's not where the Temple of the Ancients is. In the OG, that's not where... I don't think. It's not in the northern continent. I think it's south. It's like to the southwest, I think. Are they... Oh my god. I wonder if they're combining the Temple of the Ancients and the City of the Ancients. If they are, that is... Bro, these guys are looking good. But if they are combining these things, that's... Oh, man. And now I wonder, like, because it didn't give us, like, the point of no return, and it's very good about doing that. This game, these games are very good about doing that. Like, even in Rebirth, or, I'm sorry, not Rebirth, we're playing Rebirth. Even in Remake, we had a... Hello?
Not long now. I hope you realize this temple of yours is not, in fact, the promised land.
No. Then what is it?
The beginning of the end. The celebration of the faithful. A watershed moment for all mankind. But the temple itself, merely the stage.
Objective sighted.
Are you sure this is the place?
Quite.
Hey guys, look!
I'm looking.
All right, mateys. Time to hoist the sails.
This thing doesn't have any! And I'm not your matey either!
Just roll with it, kid. Y'all ready? Then batten down the hatches and hold on tight.
Aye aye!
Holy shit. It might end up being that if I kind of encounter the, like, I wonder if there's an area here. You know what I mean? Like, intel gathered in the ocean. You can gather intel in the ocean? What? 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 Okay. Now we're in kind of a... Can that go up more? This little nook right here? Or does it just stop? Neither would surprise me, I suppose. But... it could be a landing point. It is a port. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, you will not be able to return after landing. This is it. We're gonna say no. We're gonna say no. We're gonna say no. This is... holy shit. This is it. This is the moment right here. That is the... okay, I kind of wish they would have just, like, done it where, like, hey, are you sure you want to, go here? Or are you sure you want to board? Because maybe they had to, like, tantalize you with the damn, with the temple being built. Bro, that's crazy. This is crazy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do some side quests. We're gonna head back to Calm. We are going to finish off everything that we can. Assuming that we can. So, for one, Reno's back. Awesome. I've missed Reno through this whole game. I'm so glad that we're going to get a little bit of Reno in this game. That makes me feel pretty good. Holy shit. Where do I have a pin dropped right now? Okay, we'll just remove that. There we go. Okay, cool. God, a lot to go over here. This shit is, this shit's accelerating very, very quickly. It is rapidly accelerating the pace of this game. And it makes me not want to do this next... I don't not want to, because I do want to, but it makes me want to, like, just rush to the end. But here we are. We're here at the point of no return, and this is basically where we gotta rip through and get these last few intel missions, and then pretty much all of the Nibelheim region. So, the next few installments might be a little bit on the slower side. But, you know, it's to be expected because I do want to beat this game as much as I can, as much as I have the capability. I almost turned down the difficulty level on the Rufus fight because that was insane. But that is okay. We ended up beating it. I don't know how we're gonna do on that game in the Cosmo Canyon region, but anyway. More to the point, there's been a lot that's kind of gone on here, so let's kind of go backwards from where we were. Initially, we were at the date scene with, you know, Red 13. I thought it was going to be Aerith because she was sitting there writing that song. You know, he, like, stopped and, like, glanced at her, and I was like, oh, it's going to be Aerith. But I ended up getting Red 13, which I was a little disappointed in, but I'm glad it happened. I'm actually very glad to have seen that. Like, that was a cool little scene. It was so awesome seeing Red 13, like, excited about everything, you know, like when they went on the Ferris wheel. He was just beyond stoked. I love this new, adaptation of Red 13, where he's kind of got a more childlike aspect to him, because it's just like, it explained this in the OG in the same way that it did here, that Nanaki's basically a teenager. He's basically a teenager. And then when he kind of gets in there and at the gold saucer and just starts getting hyped on everything, it really shows. And that was a great scene, I thought. And we got more of the foreshadowing with Aerith, where, you know, we had Red 13 talking about how he's like, hey, you have to protect her, you have to keep her safe. And it's like, okay, he knows something that we don't, very clearly. He also dropped that bit of knowledge about him and Aerith. So this is how we know that, like, every time we would see Aerith talking to somebody with like a childlike voice, Red 13 would be in the room, and it was like, okay, what's going on here? Because we hadn't heard that voice from Red yet. So that's why I was like, what the hell is going on? So like there was the time in Junon where, you know, Cloud kind of knocked on the door and heard her and Red 13 talking. And then there was the other time in Costa del Sol, but then he like woke up from a nap, so it looked like he wasn't really the one talking to her, so it kind of threw us for a loop. And like I said, I would like to go back and see what they were talking about. But they said they could see the future, and that something bad was going to happen. And then, you know, we're seeing the same connection in the people that Aerith touched in a certain, like, with the it seemed like the intent to give knowledge, right? Because she did that to Red 13 when he was acting like sort of hostile towards the group when they first met in the Shinra building. And then she did it to Marlene when she was trying to save her from the Sector 7 plate collapsing. And, you know, she told it, kind of held her finger up to her lips like, hey, don't tell anybody about this. And now Marlene, now granted this is in the Zack timeline, which we have to believe that they're separate timelines because, you know, there's Cloud and Aerith there, but Cloud and Aerith are right the fuck here. So we know that they're separate timelines, or at least they, like, that's what it has to be, right? And she's talking in Zack's timeline, and I'm like, how is all of this stuff transferring over? Like, what is going on here? Are characters somehow missing their own timeline and, like, getting back in a, like, is somehow the interaction with the Whispers, causing them to transfer timelines? Because Biggs, like we've said, Biggs is the Biggs from the remake timeline, from the first game. That is that Biggs. He has that knowledge about Cloud. He has the knowledge that Cloud, or he's under the impression that Cloud is like this fucking badass dude. And then he talks to Zack, and Zack's like, who? Who are you talking about? What? And it's, now Biggs is up to something with one of the reactors, and I'm kind of stoked to see where that goes. And I'm sure this game's gonna let us know. I'm sure everything is going to be made crystal clear. That being said, oh wait, no, hold on. I've just still got a little more cover because we only went through the date. And then we had the Coliseum match, the Corneo versus Dio. That was pretty cool. It was so weird seeing that. Like, I was glad the announcers made a reappearance, but like the rapping thing, I'm like, bro, did you guys have to? You didn't have to, but you did. And it was just, I was like, bro, that's a lot. That's a lot to cope with. So, you know, and watching that was pretty cool. I liked how the announcers stayed impartial too, because, you know, I mean, their team is obviously the Team Corneo, but, you know, even though Cloud's team kind of came up top, they seem no less enthused. I appreciate a professional like that. I do appreciate a good professional. But, just like we said, at the end, when Rufus shot the smoke up, and after they got the Keystone, they literally came in and they were like, what did they say? Both teams have been disqualified, and I almost think that that's going to have repercussions in the next game, where because that they were both disqualified, Corneo takes over Gold Saucer. And I think that's going to become an issue as well. Now, I also think that that Battle Coliseum is going to have some additional missions for us as well. But yeah, here we go. We're now on to side material, dudes. This is it. This is endgame side material. This is getting all the side quests out of the way before we carry on. So let's go ahead and clean up shop. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get started on this and just rip through it, dude.